What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In this one, I'm going to be continuing to show you how to make the neighbor case house. This is part 10, and in this one, we're going to be doing the entire interior first floor layout, getting all the walls built up and stuff, and we're going to be doing this room right here, along with the little bathroom, and then we will be doing the staircase over here as well, just to get this out of the way. And, yeah, that is all. So with that being said, enjoy the tutorial, and I will catch you on the flip side. Alright, so we're going to start with a little bit of laying out of rooms, just so we have some of that done, and we don't have to do it as we go as much. The materials you're needing to start off are as follows. Spruce planks, yellow terracotta, smooth quartz blocks, stone is a maybe, red concrete, dark oak planks also is a maybe, stripped pale oak logs specifically, they have to be logs, and again also is a maybe. And anything else? Stripped spruce wood? You'll never guess, as a maybe. We're just getting these out because these are the floor materials in this area, and I think it'd be smart to get them out of the way as we're here. Do I want to get the birch out? Nah, we'll just go with that for now. So head inside, and you want to... I'm going to head to the garage door, and you want to head to the back door in the library, which is this one right here on the bottom floor. The first thing we're going to do is fairly easy. You take the smooth quartz block here and extend it over with a spruce plank, which will be towards you. If you're looking at the door, you're extending the spruce plank both left and right by 2 to give you a row of 5. And that full row of 5 you'll bring all the way down until you run into the red concrete wall on the opposite side of the build, which should be the right wall. Hopefully everyone is having a good day or night. I am for the most part. This is a hallway. I guess I should say that. That would be maybe important to give context for. I guess in case that wasn't obvious. From this point, we're going to start from the side. Oopsies, that's not what I meant to do. I was trying to move my mouse pad. We're going to start from the front side of the spruce plank row and closest to the red concrete wall. Going over, you want to place 7 yellow terracotta, a smooth quartz block, and then 2 yellow terracotta. That second yellow, for now, you'll just bring all the way forward, and you should also, I think, connect into yellow terracotta. Well, you're technically connecting to a brick, but you're in line with this yellow terracotta wall right here, and you kind of see that gives you this. On this base row, the second yellow back, this would be the first here, which is the first one at the front, then one back, you'll replace with a smooth quartz block. The floor in here is stone. We'll just, get some of this done. I think it'll be good to have all the walls in, and then we can kind of just bounce between rooms. There's not actually that many rooms on the first floor. Well, I mean, there's more than the average house, but it's not like there's 30 or anything. I mean, we have the 2 I guess the 1 we just laid out, actually. There's, we'll say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7 under the stairs, and I guess 8 is the hallway if you want to include that as a room. Anyway. From the back wall, you want to extend basically the back yellow terracotta. Oh, we're just going to go all the way over. We don't need it all the way over necessarily, but, well, I mean, we will eventually. But just kind of place another row like that in front of the spruce. The wall from the foyer, you'll bring the yellow terracotta back to connect into that wall, and then we'll break in the smooth quartz again just because. It is the third one forward on the inside here. So first, second, third will be a smooth quartz block. You'll be 2 off the corner of the room like so. I do hate to be the bearer of bad news, but we have one of these strip spruce wood floor patterns in here. Same as we've done a couple times, where it's just the side or the alternating ones between sideways and not sideways. If you wanted, you could technically do some /fill stuff. I'm not going to explain it a ton because I'm not going to do it myself. But, technically that shouldn't be like that, but no one will know. Plus, it doesn't matter anyway. It's not like the rooms connect. But you can basically just place one normal block and then do a /fill replace command for a specific direction and do the same thing again with the air. if you find that quicker. It might be a little bit counterproductive because you are placing a block that you don't need, but it makes it easier because you're not having to place it based on the direction. Which I guess would make more sense if you had to break into the floor for it, because then you would end up actually having to... There goes my train of thought. Then end up having to break it all anyway, so you just break half and then leave the other half. That does get weird when you have a curved part of a room, though, especially like how we have right there as I just filled that in. But, yeah. Really, I think once we get the bottom, like, 2 floors done, it shouldn't be that bad. I mean, yeah, I feel like those are the biggest. Really, once we get 1 done, it'll get easier. It'll feel like a lot less. Especially since we already have 2 rooms that take up floor 2, which might actually make floor 3 worse than 2, but that's a problem we'll get to when we get to it. I don't know. I did not realize this would be so many parts. I was like, maybe this would be an in-between for Chapter 2, but based on now, no. No, not happening. Well, I guess this does deserve a little bit of a less quick throwaway. Maybe I'll even use it to break up Chapter 2 if it's still going by the time I need a break point, who knows. It's like throw a couple parts in there, a week maybe. Just to speed it up. Anyway, that should give you this. That is quite the long room. I did not realize how long that room was. Wow. Anyway. Where you have the open space here at the front, or behind the foyer, I guess, where kind of the underside of the top floor would be, you want to, on the back wall of yellow here from it, this will be the first one, you want to count to the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, the 8th over. So 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, and you'll make it a smooth quartz block. You'll then count to the second one beyond that and extend it forward with specifically 6 yellow terracotta. And then from there you'll connect right. It won't actually fill in this gap. I think everything... Okay. I think everything here is just open, but... this room you can fill in the floor with upward facing stripped payload logs, because why have only 1 terrible floor pattern when you can have 2? I've also used this for ceilings before, which is 10 times worse. I mean, I guess generally, maybe it depends on the map. When Poppy playtime is it, though? Or I guess Frankie would have been where I actually used it. Anyway, yeah, that should give you another room. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Just making sure that is correct. On the opposite side of the spruce floor, you're going to go across and get out warped planks in addition here and do the following pattern. 2 yellow terracotta. Smooth quartz block. 5 yellow terracotta. Smooth quartz block. 4 yellow terracotta, 4 warped planks, then 9 yellow terracotta, smooth quartz block, then place 2 yellow terracotta, extend back by 5, right with a smooth quartz block, right with 5 yellow, then a dark oak plank, then extend that back by 4, then back with a red concrete, extend that red right by 2 and also left by 6, and then left of that a yellow, and then you should bring it back by 5 to connect into the wall here, which is correct. And you should be the second red to the left of this window here. You can see where the door is to the right of me a little bit, so yeah. That just kind of gives you that, I guess. We can start by filling in the rest of this area where the spruce planks already are, just basically bringing them back and filling around this area with more spruce planks. To give us a floor. And then, I don't know, something or other will happen. We'll do the... Or we'll split up that area next, and then we'll just fill in each of those floors. I think they're all different, actually. It's one's warped, one's birch, and I don't know what the third one is. You should have this. Do we want to start with the rightmost one? I think that makes enough sense, yes. So, if you take this rightmost smooth quartz block, not that one, this one, the one on the flat wall, you want to count left to the 9th yellow over, which should actually be the final one on this row. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And you'll extend this all the way back. It should connect into the quartz pillar, hopefully, on that wall. I would also maybe advise actually taking the, like, yellow wall here where it's kind of split and just connecting it fully to give you a rectangular rim. While we're here, there's two things we can do. At the back left, you'll take the 3rd yellow forward, which is this one, and replace it with a smooth quartz block. The floor in here is warped planks. And we'll also actually fill in the little floor underneath the staircase in a second. I don't know what it's made of off the top of my head, though. So that's kind of unfortunate, but... Nice. Trying to think of if I wanted to say anything during that, but I had nothing. The room under the staircase is also spruce, which would be matching the area around it, not the area we just made. Also would imply that it would be the same as the previous one, but it's not the same as the previous one. That'd be lying if I said it was. The next smooth quartz over, which is going to be this one, I guess the middle of the 3 on this wall. You're going to take the, well, 3rd yellow to the right of it and extend it back by also 3. You should be able to connect right with 5 yellow, which will give you this. To the other side of the door, or just between these two smooth quartzes, this middle one, you want to extend this yellow back by 10. Then from there, extend right by 6. And then back by what should hopefully be 5. Cool. Now you have some squiggly lines. Good news and bad news. Well, there actually is no good news right now. Both, well, I can't really say both. That'd be lying. No, I guess I can, yeah. Both this little small rectangle here and the weird zigzag room we just made, you'll fill in with the same strip spruce wood floor pattern as before. Have fun with this one, or don't. I do apologize it's used so much. It works better, you know? You could absolutely just use, like, a blank block, but I think the crosshatch pattern kind of is half of what makes the floor interesting, and I think the, like, block looks good. Although you could, granted, just do directional strip spruce one way, or just not care. I think it'd look interesting if you, like, had it random. I don't know. You'd have to do it specifically, I think, for it to look good, though. Because if you just, like, haphazardly placed it, I think it would look bad. You need some sort of, not necessarily rhythm, but some sort of method to your madness. Anyway, they'll leave us with 1 floor left, which is fairly easy, but I feel like there's something odd going on in here. I don't remember. Oh yeah, that's what it is. So, you can get rid of, I guess, the warp planks and stripped spruce wood, and get out birch planks and stripped birch wood. Most of the floor here is birch planks, except for there are a couple of exceptions. So the far left wall against this, you're placing a row of sideways stripped birch, just going across like so. You're also placing one at the corner of the yellow terracotta wall here. And that's actually it. There's not one at the far wall. Although technically if you take the pattern, it should be, but... Rest of the floor is birch planks. Nothing interesting going on. And then we'll fill up the walls, because I think that's going to be good to have those up. We'll leave the ceilings open, and we'll do them as we go, just because I think it'll be better to be able to fly around and, you know, over top. At least for now. Obviously, we won't be able to do that when we get further up if we do it the same way, but we'll see. So everything but the staircase wall wants to be brought up with 5 rows of whatever block it is. For the most part, it'll be yellow terracotta. Leave the smooth quartz alone. Leave the warped alone. Leave the dark oak alone, and I think that's it. So basically here you're just bringing this yellow up by 5 rows. 3, 4, 5. and you're bringing this red row up, but the, like, area between the red and yellow here, this little angle, you're leaving for now. We'll do that once we do this hallway, which will probably be later. The only thing with the yellows specifically you want to do, or these smooth quartzes, I mean, is the third row up, you'll connect whatever the block is. It should only be yellow, I think, together with the same block, but yeah. Don't do anything at all with the warped, because the warped is a little special. That's where the neighbor rooms are, and we'll probably do those fairly early, because I don't want to forget them. Probably once we hit the point here that we would do them, I'll just do them all. Because, again, I know I'll forget, so. Plus, they're not really too difficult to do. It did not take me very long. It probably took me 20 minutes to do, if even. I kind of just haphazardly ran through them since I had forgotten before. I just wanted to get them done so I could finish the tour. That was half of it. That's always the worst thing in a build. You think you're done and then you find something you forgot to finish and you gotta go back and fix it. I noticed something recently on a build of, I think it was mine, but it was it was either a finished build or like a really old build or something, where there was a missing block, and I was like, are you serious? It's like, how long do these things stay here? How do you never notice them? It's crazy. Anyway, almost there. We'll leave the doors open. Yeah, we'll leave the doors open and just do them as we go. I think that'll be another good way to tell which rooms are done and which aren't. Because, you know. I knew this wall hadn't been done. Haha. But yeah, that's honestly good. Regardless of how much interior decoration we get done, it's nice to have the actual layout done. Because instead of having to worry about that now at the beginning of each part, we just have it here already so we can, you know, just skip having to do it, and it'll make it hopefully go quicker or feel quicker as we do each room. Obviously it won't be any different because, well, the walls would have just been done with the rooms instead of in their own part, but, well, not their own part, because we will still be doing decorating here in a brief moment. So yeah, anyway, you should end up with this, and you can clear your inventory once you're done. We won't be needing this stuff again for the most part. Yeah. Again, we'll leave some of these things unfinished for now as we go through, and then once we actually want to do them, we will finish them. But I don't really see the point in trying to do that right now. I want to start in this particular room, the one with the curved bit at the front. It's a strip spruce floor, and it has 3 doors in the room. Hopefully that's all the descriptors you need to find the correct room. It would lead to the garage, to the foyer, and to the bathroom, if you are familiar with the layout of the game. We'll start with some stuff on the front and just kind of hopefully clean sweep our way to the back. Get out the following, though. Acacia planks. Acacia stairs. Acacia trapdoors. Warp signs. Skeleton skulls. Where are they? There they are. That's the wrong one. Beehives. Birch slabs. Of course we would need 3 materials for that. That's fine. We'll just get out 2. Cyan wool and yellow wool. We also need red wool for that, but we'll worry about that once we're done this. So in the direct center on the front wall, you want to break this strip spruce and replace it with an acacia plank. Over it, you'll place an upside down acacia stair facing off the wall, and then a skeleton skull on top of that facing into the wall. Warp sign off the acacia stair, and then trapdoors open off the sides of the stair. To the right side, which is going to be this window here, you want to be just behind it by a block. Count 1 more back, and then place a beehive going back, birch slab, beehive to the right. You can get rid of, I guess, your birch slabs and get out red wool. And so from the thing here in the front, you want to take the strip spruce behind it. From it, you're going to count back by 2 and left by 1, and you're going to replace the strip spruce with a cyan wool. Back diagonally left, another cyan wool. Right, a yellow. Back diagonally, right, a yellow. And then both right and behind this yellow, you'll place more cyan. Between the two yellows on these diagonals, you'll place red. Clear your inventory and get out the following. Before I forget, oak planks, yellow banners, spruce fence, spruce trap doors, mangrove stairs, spruce fence gates, warp stair, warped sign, and we'll go warped planks. So before we'll make the table first, I guess. On the front left yellow, which is this one, you want to place a spruce fence. Extend it forward by 1. Then leave a gap of 1 extending right from those and place another row of 2 fence. Spruce trapdoor on top of each fence. And then you can crouch and just connect them together with more trapdoors like so. Off the back left, you'll place a mangrove stair here with a spruce fence gate above it, open backwards. Front right, you'll do the same. Mangrove stair facing this time back with a spruce fence gate open forward. So it's just inverted. And then off the front left, you'll place a warp stair facing back with warp signs off the sides. I don't know what happened to the fourth chair. It got eaten or something. Over the windows, you want to take the yellow terracotta directly above these bottom sets, ignore the top sets, and you'll place an oak plank off either side. Going down off the yellow, kind of on the sides of the oak planks, you'll just place yellow banners, 3 going down like so. Which should cover, should cover the entire like layer of the wall. On the right wall here, where you have the doorway, just behind, or in front of, I guess, the top of it, you'll place 3 spruce trapdoors extending forward, open against the wall. You'll extend them up an additional row. We're going to do a bunch of, I guess, marking for these, and we'll make them for the most part, but we can't actually fully make them, so. On the left side, let me make sure there's nothing else we can do first, though. Kind of unfortunate, but we'll manage. From this birch door here, you want to count back to the 3rd yellow, and going back, place 3 warped planks. You want to place 3 upside down warp stairs over each plank. From the front one, they'll face back. From the center one, they'll face right, and from the back one, they'll face forward. Should be kind of the logical way you would place them, like so. I would get rid of your warp signs and get out bamboo signs, and off the left and right warp planks, you'll place bamboo signs. Leave a gap of 4 extending back from that and do the exact same thing. There's a couple of these. When I say a couple, I mean I think there's 4 in the room, if I remember correctly. 2 on this wall, 2 on the other wall. I don't actually have the back bamboo sign on this one. I feel like that's a mistake, so I'm going to add it, but figured again, I always point out mistakes like that. From the center of the one you just made, you will trace it all the way to the right wall and place 3 warp planks extending back from that block. Gap of 1, 3 planks. And these will again get the same treatment with the 2 signs and the 3 stairs over each block, I guess. Unlike the signs. Just like so. Yeah, this room isn't too bad. I don't think any of them are horrible, to be fair. Get rid of the 4 things in front of your mangrove stairs, which should be spruce trapdoors and fences, yellow banners, and oak planks. And get out spruce stairs, light blue wool, and maybe just a prismarine wall? Sure. From the right side where you have the little shelves you just made, you want to take the front one, and you're going to count in front of it to this strip spruce. From that, you'll count left by 4, and you want to break the next 2 strip spruce moving over and place blue wool in their place. Extend the blue wool forward by 2 rows, and then surround the blue in light blue, except for the corners. You want to make sure you leave a strip spruce. On the middle right blue wool, you'll place a mangrove stair facing right. Spruce fence gate on top, opened left. Right of the mangrove stair, you'll place 2 upside-down spruce stairs facing backwards. And then behind those, 2 upside-down, or set of upside-down spruce stairs facing forward, like so. On top of the back left stair, you will place a prismarine wall. Clear your inventory and get out the following. Flower pot. Torch flower. Pale oak button. Waxed cut copper stairs. Waxed copper trap doors. Spruce planks. Spruce signs. Block of gold. And end rods, I guess. From this prismarine wall, in front of it you'll place a pale oak button. Right of the button you'll place a flower pot with a torch flower in it. Well, I guess behind the back left stair on this table, you want to place a waxed cut copper stair facing into it. On top of that, a trapdoor open backwards. On the left wall between the 2 warp shelves, you should have a 4-block space. In the center 2, you'll place spruce planks and extend them up by 2 rows. Place a spruce sign off each of the planks. I feel like this used to be different. This used to be one of those, like, original Hello Neighbor glass cases, I think. I don't know why I remember that, but I remember that being here specifically. Anyway, from the front bookshelf, you'll count to the 2nd block over from the back of it, and you'll replace this strip spruce with a block of gold. Place 2 end rods on top, and then getting rid of whatever, you want a quartz pillar above that. Boink. And then you can clear your inventory once you've done that. You can then get out dark oak stairs, dark oak slabs, decorated pots, bamboo fence, note block, item frame, light blue terracotta, black stained glass panes, and structure voids, which you should already have. If not, command is /give at structure _ void. I would always keep them on you, or just have that command memorized, I guess, either or. Generally, I never get rid of it, but obviously I've had that mistake enough or made enough new worlds to where I've needed to. From the doorway on the right wall here, you want to be just behind it a block and extending up, place 3 dark oak stairs, each facing back. Behind each one, you'll place a dark oak slab, and then a stair facing forward. Row of slabs on top of that will seal it off. You'll do the same thing in the back left-hand corner, but these stairs will be facing kind of different. So from this block, you'll have 3 stairs moving up facing right, right of those slabs, and then right of those stairs facing left, and then the slabs on top again. Leave a gap of 2 extending over, count over to the 3rd yellow at the base, and place a light blue terracotta. Above it, a black stained glass pane, and left and right of that, you want to place structure voids, which will make it a little bit wider. I forget what this is. It's one of those jukeboxes, I think. I don't remember. Not like an actual Minecraft jukebox, though. I will put these structure voids in my inventory so I don't actually get rid of them. Back right of the room, you'll count forward by 1 and place a decorated pot. Above it, a bamboo fence. Above it, a note block. And then if you crouch and place an item frame off the side of the note block, that'll work. Could you do this? No, you can't. Anyway. Clear your inventory and get out the following. A bamboo sign. Pale oak slabs. Diorite slabs, diorite blocks, paintings, and smooth sandstone slabs. And I think that'll finish the room. I guess birch doors also. Those would be important. Off the light blue terracotta on the thing we just made back here, you'll place a bamboo sign. Above the black stained glass pane, you'll place an upside down pale oak slab and extend it to the left. Speaking of left, turn to your left and place a birch door in this doorway. The handle should face right and it should be on the near side from you. You want to do the same thing in the only other door in this room that shouldn't have a door, or a doorway the only other door in the room that shouldn't have a door, because this one already has a door right here. You see this guy, the one that I'm spamming right now? Sorry, I get a little angry. Opposite side again, birch door, handle should face right on the near side. God, that should not have been that hard. From the carpet that is light blue and blue, take the left more of the two front light blues and place a diorite block on top. Extend it right with 3 diorite slabs and then another block. Behind either of those blocks, or I guess in front of them technically, you'll place another block with a slab on top. Behind the 3 center slabs, you'll place 2 blocks extending up from each of them, which should give you this couch. There's some weird couch patterns in this one. This one I want to say was a zebra, like, stripe pattern. But I could be wrong. I don't remember. There's 2 paintings. Yippee. Front wall. Directly above this skeleton skull, you'll place a 1x1. Turn to your left so you're looking at this wall, and you want to be just behind the dark oak slab shelving here. You'll be on the second block back from the top slab, and you'll place a 1x1 painting there. Another one down diagonally left. Hey, that's the same as I have on the original. Another one up diagonally left. Down diagonally left, you'll then place a 2x1 like so. Left of that, you'll have a 1x1 with another 1 on top. Which almost looks like a W. On the left side, just in front of the birch door here, well, not just in front of it, you'll be on the 4th yellow in front of the top half, and you'll place a 1x1 painting there. You'll place another one up from that and also right, which should give you, if I could, oh my goodness, there we go. It really just gave me those 2 paintings like 4 times. It's crazy. Not actually, that was a little bit of an exaggeration, but anyway, you should have this. In line with the top row of the wall that we have, or the oak planks here, or just a 5th row up or whatever, you'll fill in the ceiling with upside down smooth sandstone slabs. This one's different. Don't ask why. I wish I had an answer. It's like, I think Act 1 has a ceiling like this. I don't know, it's been a while. Can we do another room? We can do the bathroom, yeah. Right, that would be the proper length. Yeah, like 10 minutes. Hopefully. Knowing my luck, it'd be a little bit shorter, but, you know, we'll see. Anyway, you should end up with this, and that's this room done. I mean, yeah, if that room took, I'll say 10 minutes. Give or take, I guess. I don't know, we'll just do the bathroom and call it a day. Before you clear your inventory, you only need pale oak slabs anyway, but if you head into this door in the back left of the room, it should be this small little room right here. You want to be from the door on the left side, you want to count up diagonally right by 1. Right 1 and place 2 upside down pale oak slabs extending over. Before we actually abandon ship. Okay, I don't have any. There might be a button, but I don't have a button in the previous room. Because I always see them in a room and I'm like, oh yeah. This doorway will be a birch door from the other side of the room. When you place it, handle should face right like so. Nice. You can then clear your inventory and get out the following. Light blue carpet. Orange terracotta. Light blue concrete. Spruce slabs. Polished deep slate stairs. A lever. Beehives. Acacia button. And spruce stairs. To the left of the top half of the door, you want an acacia button. Just towards you from this door, you'll place a light blue carpet. It's this door, by the way, not the one over there. Right of that carpet, you'll place a beehive? then an upside-down spruce stair facing right, upside-down spruce slab, and then an upside-down spruce stair facing left. Speaking of left, you'll turn to your left, and out of this row of the 5-strip pale oak, the floor, you'll from the center one count to the right by 1 and place a beehive. I have it facing the wall because it looks better. Count up 2 from that, left 1, 2 spruce slabs to the left. From the front left-hand corner of the room, which is the basically conjoining corner between the two walls that don't have a door on them, which is here. Because you see, that wall is a door, that wall is a door, so if I was there, I'd be between, or that corner would be between, and you get the point. This is the only one where it isn't. You'll count right by 1 and place an upside-down polished deep side stair facing back. Can you shut up, please, fireplace? Jeez. Above that, you'll place a lever powered on. Count all the way to the left if you're looking at this wall, and from this bottom yellow, you'll count up by 2 and right by 1 and place 2 upside-down spruce slabs extending right. Regain your bearings and use this flat yellow terracotta wall with no door and the long one as the front again, and head to the door on the right, which should be leading to the room we just made before. You will, this first strip pale oak you replace with an orange terracotta. Left of that, 3 light blue concrete and then another orange terracotta. The row of strip pale oak behind it in front of the light blue you'll replace with orange. Those 3 blocks on, I guess, either side. Clear your inventory and get out the following. Smooth quartz blocks. Item frames. Heart of the Sea. You need 2 of them, if it matters. Warped blanks. Warped slabs. Oak doors. Oak trapdoors. White banner. And acacia plank. In the, not quite in the corner here, but just to the right of this little spruce table thing, you want to place 2 smooth quartz blocks extending up. Item frame off the front of either with Heart of the Seas in them. These are, I want to say washer dryer, or just washing machines in general. I assume it's washer dryer because that would make more sense. Left of that top one, you'll place 2 warp slabs. And to the right of both of these, you'll place a little square of warp planks like so. Extend it up with an additional row of planks and then a row of slabs. Up against the bottom 2x2 of planks, you'll place a set of oak doors. And then above the oak doors, you'll place oak trapdoors open up against the warped. From this polished deep side stair here on the front wall, you want to count right by 2 and place an acacia plank. Between the plank and the polished deep side stair, you'll be on the 3rd yellow up and you'll place a white banner. You can then clear your inventory and get out the following. Pale oak sign. White candle. Smooth quartz slabs. Dark oak slabs. And a lantern. So, off of the acacia plank here, you want to place a pale oak sign just on it. Literally on top of it, you'll place a white candle, as in on top of the acacia plank. Going either left to right or right to left across this room doesn't matter, which is going to be long ways. You'll place an upside down smooth quartz slab. Upside down dark oak slab. 2 upside down smooth quartz. Dark oak. 2 smooth quartz. Dark oak, smooth quartz. And you'll extend each of these all the way forward or backward, whichever way you did it, and you'll fill in the ceiling. Do I want to do the hallway or something? I don't think there's anything that would make sense. The direct center, I believe? No, it's actually closest to the door on the flat wall here. This, like, left row of dark oak slabs. The center one you'll break and place a lantern off the underside. Because why would it be centered? Either way, that's your bathroom done. We could do the staircase. Yeah, let's get the staircase out of the way. Because that's something that will, again, be fairly quick and we can do without much of a problem. So get out the following. Birch door. Dark oak stairs, dark oak slabs, dark oak planks, dark oak trap doors, composter, cauldron. And also bamboo signs. You'll see why in a sec. So, first off, on top of this row of dark oak planks, you're going to leave this front block open, but the other 4 you'll place dark oak stairs on top of facing right. Up diagonally left, you'll place slabs. Left of that, planks. Up diagonally left, stairs. Up diagonally left, slabs. Left with planks. Up diagonally left with stairs. Up diagonally left with slabs, and then left with a row of planks. And if you've done everything correctly, you see smooth quartz, and that'll be 1, 2. The third yellow over is where the dark oak is in line with. Each dark oak plank, except for the top one, well, no, I guess including the top one, actually, you'll extend forward by an additional 1, I guess excluding the bottom one here in the floor. And you'll place dark oak trapdoors on top of them, open towards the, front like so. From both these stairs and slabs, you'll place dark oak stairs that face kind of into the staircase, which would be backward in this context. And that should give you kind of this look. Underneath the staircase on top of the smooth quartz block here, you'll place a birch door. I would maybe advise getting out yellow terracotta because you do want to bring the yellow up. I don't know how I forgot that of all things. Where this birch door is, you'll count right by 2 and place 2 dark oak planks, each with a bamboo sign off the front. Another design you should hopefully get used to. This was very familiar, actually. I feel like this is in the Home Sweet Home Nightmare section in Chapter 3. I don't know. It rang a bell immediately when I did it. I know there's something similar, but I don't remember if there were bamboo signs or not. Anyway, underneath the staircase here, you want to do the following. So, if you take the row of yellow kind of here up against the side, you want to take the 5th out, which should just be where this row is here. Just off of this row, you want to place a row of upside down dark oak stairs. You'll leave the planks here alone. I think these are planks. Whatever this row is, you'll leave alone. But off of it, you want to place upside down dark oak slabs. Up diagonally left from that upside down dark oak stairs. Leave this row of planks alone, and then upside down dark oak slabs under those. That would be the more conventional way to do it. I think that's different than what I did in the main area, but I could be wrong. If you were standing in the doorway, you want to count out to the 2nd spruce plank, which is going to be this one. Count right by 2, place a cauldron, behind it, composter. Get out something you can put in. I usually just go Crimson Roots because you actually can, and just fill the composter up until you basically cover the top line like so. You see this dark ring? You cannot see this from the inside. But you don't want to go any further because if you do, it'll give you bone meal, and you don't want that, so. About there, a little bit higher. Yeah, like that. And yeah. Once you have done that, ladies and gentlemen, that is part 9 of Secret Neighbor case complete, or part 10, no, part 10, not 9. Last one is part 9. I said to myself, I was like, okay, no, this is 10, because last one was 9, and I still said 9 anyway. Thank you guys for what if you guys did enjoy this video. Hopefully next part we'll be able to get a couple more rooms done like we did today, and then we'll be almost done the first floor, actually. I think neighbor rooms will be the last thing we end up doing. Or maybe if we do the garage and then the hallway next part, either we'll have time for the neighbor case room or we will end up doing that at the beginning of part 12. Anyway, with that being said, that's enough rambling. Have a fantastic rest of your day or night, and I will see you on the next one. I'm hitting the wrong button. Peace.